Beyond the Blue RC here, and back with the Lego Extreme Adventure, and I of course have Brick installed and a Lego Lipo. So we'll go over these upgrades and how much better it is now in my opinion. So I'll get this out of the way. Obviously there's the app I'm using, and of course the Brick is right there. As you can see, tucked away nicely in that compartment. I was able to go back to almost stock configuration. Got everything off the roof rack, back to stock more or less. I put the first aid kit up on the roof because I couldn't fit it inside anymore. There just wasn't room for it, and then just kind of redesigned a little case for it and some lights up top, and just, I don't know, cool little build. This rear end is much cleaner now. Much cleaner. Wires aren't everywhere. Looks a lot better. Obviously, that compartment still works, and this is where I store the tool or the Lipo, because you can adjust the speed, output, not speed, but the output of the Lipo here, the battery. And as you go all the way to center, that's the least amount of output you're going to get. And as you can see, the lights actually turn themselves off, and as I go up, the lights will get brighter, will turn on and get brighter if I go all the way up. Either to all the way to the right or all the way to the left. All the way is full output power. So we'll put that back for now. When I have this thing just sitting, I turn it all the way to the lowest output of power, so I'm not inadvertently draining power from the battery with having everything connected. But because you can turn the actual battery off, but that actually turn the battery itself off with this switch they got, I don't really think it's a huge deal, but it's just an extra precaution I take. So you can see the Brick has an LED on it that shows you that it's powered up, as does the Lipo, and it's small and compact. Fits in there so nicely. So this thing is pretty much back to stock configuration under that motor being in the back there. I still may go with 2 L motors instead of the extra large motor in the back there, just because a little cleaner setup, but I like the drive shafts where they are, so I don't know. It's still something I might do. We'll see. But it's a pretty cool looking truck. And I'll just flip this open, so I was able to get that panel back there so you can separate everything, so I was going to put that back in. That plate, I should say. Got that plate back in there so I can separate that compartment from the rest of the stuff on the other side. There's my switch for the lights. Obviously the doors still work. That's the interior. Looking good. Looking real good. Alright. Obviously there's the steering servo right there. Yep. LEDs. Nice and bright. Alright, let's hook this back up to the tripod here and show you how she works. I couldn't really tell a huge difference between this and the AA battery box, but it's definitely lighter, and it is definitely a cleaner look as far as that goes. And I don't know, I think it might have a little more power. It's hard to tell. This thing isn't overly fast anyway, so it's hard to tell exactly. See, that's forward. Full power forward, or full power backwards. Full power forward. It just has a lot of torque, you know. Steering. Climbability is still pretty good. trying to go off, but I do like how I can kind of, it's not just like with the stock controller and the what do you call it, the well, the stock controller and speed control. It was either all power on or all power off. With this, you can kind of, as you have a variable rate, so you can kind of just give a little bit of power. You don't have to go full blast. If you don't want to. You can go ahead and slow, or you can go full. So I do like that. You can kind of control how much power you're giving it. It doesn't have to be all or nothing, which is nice. And of course it's rechargeable, so I'm not going to go through a ton of AA's anymore. So that's pretty cool in and of itself. And I'm probably going to need to recharge this because I have not messed with this thing over a month, so it's been sitting for a while before I got to this video. I've actually installed all this stuff over a month ago. I just not getting around to the video. You know, life kind of gets in the way sometimes and you have to put some things on hold, but so, yeah, that's my S-Brick and Lipo equipped Lego Extreme Adventure. Digging it. Digging it, digging it, digging it. So, Beyond the Blue RC1. Hope you enjoyed watching this video, and please subscribe.